Like you got to get. I don't know. I wouldn't want a fucking derby. I wouldn't. I mean, if you're gonna manscape to get that extra inch, the last thing you want to do is have some blubber down there covering up your hog.
Says Ron Jeremy. So
yeah, but he was the hedgehog.
He was the fucking hedgehog.
If he would have fucking manscaped, that motherfucker would have had to have like an actual like landscaping crew come out.
If he shaved, when he got a hard on, he'd look like the letter Q.
I remember one time, man, we were kids and somebody had it was a VHS of him. It was like some guy was with some girl in a like a warehouse, and Ron Jeremy, like they started getting it on, and Ron Jeremy was watching, and he like he had blown himself.
Yeah,
in the video.
He did the Lanny Poffo.
Yeah,
right there.
Well, I did witness Mr. Jeremy, and then this is a great story. So Scott and I there's some strip joint that's on south by the airport, and Scott and I have like a couple hours before we got to actually be towards the airport. So Scott goes, let's go in there and have a beer and see what the town looks like. So we walk in, and on the paid telephone is Ron Jeremy.
Mm.
And Scott loses it. And
he fanboys?
No, he just loses. Scott busts out laughing. He goes, Kev, let's just go to the airport. It's not going to get any better than this. And we turned and walked. Left. Scott just said, Scott busted out laughing. He goes, it ain't getting any better than this. Like, we just saw the hedgehog on the paid telephone. It's like a little lobby area. Like, you open the glass door. Looked like they took a Denny's and made it into a strip joint. Fucking horrifying.
Like where the cigarette machines would be in that little
exactly.
alcove. Yeah,
maybe that where you put the claw and you pick up the stuffed animal.
You pick up a Manscaped brush before you go in.
Pick up a dildo from the Bills game.
Just throw it. Want to know what's funny? I met Ron a couple of times. One of the times I met him was at a strip club in South Jersey called Fantasies. And Ron was there, and he was selling cigars. He had a line of cigars, and he did stand-up comedy that night, and he was not very good. Ron's in a little trouble now, as we all know. He was I had a solo podcast at the time, and he was actually on the week before he went away. And
I'm not familiar. What did he do?
Well, rape.
Oh,
yeah. So he's a few women have come forward and had accused him of forcibly raping, I guess would be the word. No way to make that polite. So
no,
I don't know the circumstances of the story, how it happened.
I think somebody that's a rapist is I mean, that's as low as a human can be. If you rape somebody, it's like, if you're a murderer, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I do though. I get it, man. If you're murdered, I mean, you could lose your shit and kill
I was going to
somebody.
say, hasn't every person come to that precipice of wanting to put their hands around someone's throat?
I think that was the fucking whole thing with OJ. Every guy on earth said, man, I've ever caught my old lady. If I could do it, I'd cut her head off. Well, OJ said, okay, yeah, I pretty much feel the same way.
Hmm.
Hey, Al, you doing anything tonight? Gas up the Bronco, bro.
AC.
Too soon?
No.
Jesus.
The Steve or Dominic, find the charges for Ron Jeremy, so I didn't incorrectly say what he got sent up for there.
Let's just throw human trafficking in there before we hear it. Let's just throw it in. It seems like the newest thing,
It's it's kind of sexy to say human trafficking.